Oh.
So, very good morning, one and all. So, welcome to the second day of workshop. So, before starting, I would like to revise, uh, summarize the points covered yesterday. We started our discussion with OBE, introduction to OBE, and then how OBE is related to course outcomes, PSOs, program specific outcomes, PEOs, program educational outcomes, vision, mission of the institute and mission and the department. So with that, we already shared some sheets, practicing sheets with you all. And we asked you to come with program outcomes and course outcomes of your respective subjects for hands-on experience today. So I hope everyone is ready with the program outcomes and COs of your respective subjects and program. So with this introduction, I would like to hand over this session to our speaker, sir. Good morning, sir. Hand over.
Good morning to all. Thank you, madam. Thank you for recollecting yesterday's program. I hope I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, coming to yesterday's, let me recollect what we discussed yesterday. Already, madam elaborated what we had yesterday. Yesterday, we had the elaborative introduction and outcome-based education. Especially, the focus is given on how to design the vision, mission, POs, PSOs, and COs. And CO statements also elaborated with the examples. And coming to the evaluation using this Bloom's taxonomy levels and also knowledge category levels. Policies also discussed some of the modalities. And finally, today, mainly we are focusing on applying and evaluation of this course, maybe sample course using this computational tools. Already, the link of the computational tool has been shared to all the participants, I hope. So now, let me know whenever you need the break between these, maybe after 1 hour or after 1.5 hours. Let me know and I will do a small break to you, because yesterday, sorry, I didn't notice that we continue 3 hours almost. Today we can take a small break. Okay, but before going to this hands-on experience, let me complete a few more introduction about this computational tools. Okay, about this computational tool, and a few more modalities are pending yesterday. That because it has been explained about these course outcomes, how to extend the evaluation from the course outcomes to program outcomes. That also we need to cover before going to these use of these tools to evaluate the COs as well as the POs. Okay, that means here we have to link the course to the program. Program means department. Every faculty is evaluating his own course, maybe lab or theory course, and all the faculty. That means all the courses has to be consolidated into the department level. So how to consolidate all the courses? That means all the years, not only one particular year. Complete program starting from the first year to the final year. Of course, first year they will do at the institute level. These batch wise. I'm saying, let us say 2019 batch or 2020 batch. So once they completed the final year, it's complete outcomes. That means the program outcomes can be consolidated. So that's why first what we have to do, we have to relate the course outcomes to the program outcomes. There are 12 program outcomes and 2 to 3 PS4 program specific outcomes. How to relate? No need to relate completely all the 12 POs and 2 to 4 PS4s according to the relation, according to the mapping. We can relate whether and also not only making the tick mark and what level they are related, at what level they related. To decide the what level they related, that means we have to check the cognitive level and also knowledge category level. That means to decide that one, this small mechanism is required. This mechanism we have to do manually, because computer can't do allocation of this significance or the importance. According to the teaching experience, we have to do this significance of the mapping strength, because we have to decide the mapping strength. That mapping strength is recognized in terms of this 1, 2, 3 numbers, because mostly evaluation we are doing on the 3 scale. Of course, you have provision to do the evaluation in terms of results, in terms of the percentage also. Option to present in terms of the percentage of the outcome, or maybe attainment you can show on the 3 scale. Most of the institutes we are doing on 3 scale. It's simple to interpret that 3 scale. So if you see a small example here, that we have CO, 6 COs, for example, the 3 credit course, that CO, according to the CO content, the content maybe it's in according to the cognitive level and also according to the knowledge category, that we can tag to these POs. If you see the POs here in this example, there are 12 POs and 2 PS4s, specifically designed PS4s. So, according to this CO1, that has been mapped with PO1. PO1 is mostly it is engineering knowledge. Most of the COs are related to engineering knowledge. Of course, so it is a PO2 is a problem analysis. PO3 is the design, development, and the solutions. PO4 is the conduct investigations of complex problems. And PO5 is a modern tool usage, because we are also using some tools like app designs and MATLAB solutions and Python solutions. That's why we also selected the use of these modern tools. And PO6 is the engineers and society. Of course, the applications of this course is related to the society, up to societal applications, and environment and sustainability. Finally, whatever the technologies developed here, it's maybe power plant engineering in terms of these thermodynamics applications, or air conditioning, environmental friendly refrigerants, etc. It is linked to the environment and sustainability that has been selected here, and ethics like a boiler ethics and safety and professional ethics are related some extent. How extent it is related, that we will decide later. That's 1, 2, 3. And it is of course, it is some sort of presentation of these assignments, etc. is covering the communication. Of course, writing is also the communication. And PO11 is related to the project management and finance. Some of the case studies are mini projects in terms of the course has been designed. So it is also addressing that teamwork, like group projects or individual projects that's related to this finance, economical analysis, thermoeconomics, or etc. Finally, since it is a very core fundamental course, it's useful like a lifelong learning. That's a PO12 is a lifelong learning. It is tagged. And PS4 is very specific. It's a mechanical related thermal systems. That's why PS4 is focused on thermal systems, design of thermal systems. So PSO1 is tagged. That means here first we are identifying what how many POs are related and at what level it is connected, that we can decide by making that relationship between the CO and PO. This relationship we can make like a drawing a matrix. I will show the matrix in the next slide. That the location of this CO in the matrix decides whether it is 1, 2, or 3. The counting process of CO1 is apply. It's because it's apply mass, momentum, and energy equations here to some knowledge is given here, compressibility, etc. So in the RBV table, CO1 can be assigned to procedural knowledge category, because knowledge category also we have 8 categories, and the Bloom's taxonomy level we have 6 levels. So these levels will decide the significance of the mapping strength. Therefore, assigned strength between the CO and PO is 2. The strength of CO1 with the PO2, PO3, PO4, and PO5 may be assigned 2. And for other rest of the POs, it is 1. Rest of the POs means which some POs are very strongly related, some POs are weakly related. So based on that, we can decide maximum is 2 is strength is given, the minimum strength is declared as 1 in the CO PO mapping table. This is one of the important step, because faculty we can simply by seeing the statement we can decide 1, 2, or 3, but since we have to show the like a justification why we are assigning these 2 or why are assigning these 3, to show some mechanism to the committee members and to justify this one. This matrix has been developed here. It's a standard matrix only. In this matrix, if you see, there are 2 axes, 2 dimensions, I can say. One is cognitive process, and second is a knowledge category. Let us say, for example, CO1 is apply, and it is related to the procedures and methods, apply the mass balance and the energy balance and exergy balance. That's some sort of method and procedures has been applied. So it's decide some location here. Similarly, others also like CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. If you see, draw assume a diagonal from top left corner to bottom right side corner. I'm showing a small diagonal here. If you show this maybe cursor, I'm showing here. If you assume a diagonal between the top corner to bottom corner, your locations, if you are following your locations on this diagonal, the top corner, if the CO is locating at the top corner, you may give number 1. If it's the bottom corner, that means right side bottom corner, you can give the number 3, because that is the highest weightage we can give creative level and design instrumentology. And whereas this remembering, understanding, and fact level, it's a one is sufficient. That means weekly it is related, and even conceptuals also. This area we can give 1, whereas this evaluate and practical constraints, and these are the design instrumentalities at creative level. We can give the level 3, because that strength is highest strength we can give. Between these 2, 1 and 3, that means if it is falling at the middle location, that means at the middle of this diagonal, then we can give the moderate, the medium strength of this CO relations, it's CO-PO relations. That means it is the location will decide. That means whether it is weakly related, moderately related, or strongly related. This is one of the important steps to justify the mapping strength before going to the CO-PO mapping. This is the summary of the mechanism. That means we listed the 6 COs with the statements, and identified POs and PSOs in one of the column, and categories in the Bloom's taxonomy category. After that, knowledge category also. in this knowledge category, that notations has been used, both CL and knowledge category. The notations, that means instead of writing all this text, simply the notations has been used for simply city. And the last column, if you see the last column, to cover each and every course outcome, approximately how many hours are required, classroom sections are required. That is, it is a 3 credit course, total number of classroom sessions are 42 hours came according to the lecture schedule. That means a plan according to the plan. So it gives a complete picture of this significance of each and every CO, and how it is related to the POs and the different knowledge categories, as well as the Bloom's taxonomy levels. It's like a summary of this COPO mapping before going to assigning of this COPO table. In this COPO table, I'm selecting randomly because I have courses are mixed here. Two courses are core courses and 2 courses are laboratory or elective courses. Randomly, I'm selecting these tables. If you see that table, there are rows representing the CO, CO1, CO2, CO2, CO6, and last column, sorry, last row, automatically average, because computational tool will calculate these numbers, and according to that average value, it will display on the table itself. So no need to do any calculation. There is no single calculations we are not doing in the COPO mapping. Just we are entering the data only. Just we are giving the question only. Complete 100% answer we can expect from the computational tool. So this 1, 2, 3 already I explained in earlier slides the significance of this location and assignment of this 1, 2, 3. As per the 1, 2, 3 decided in the earlier diagonal, we can assign that one. The next is feeding up the question papers, that means information and as well as the actual number. Because some of the institute may entering the answers, so that means marks in online system, like they may have the ERP system. Some are maybe using this offline system, that means they may save in Excel form. If it is a ERP system, they are entering automatically, the COPO mapping will complete once they completed the course evaluation. Now see this example, the question paper decides as one of the question paper I showed in yesterday. Every question that is tagged with the CO number, how many COs it is, what numbers of COs it is addressing, that has been given in the question paper itself, and maximum marks for each and every question. So some questions may be 5 marks here. In this example, I am saying some questions may be 10 marks. Mostly it's let us say 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, or maybe if it is you are feeling the question is enough addressing many components like apply, analysis, maybe creational level also. Then according to the situation, I am saying here one question is allotted for 10 marks. That means according to the scheme of evaluation, you can decide this how many questions and how much weightage we are giving to each and every question. That means that depends upon the available time and the scheme of evaluation. So this is the marks for each student and each question. Let us say roll number is given here. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 100 students. There are 100 rows will come, and sample marks also. If you see out of 5, 4 marks, 2.5 marks, like that. Out of 10, if you see this column, out of 10, the actual marks is 7, 8, so and so on. The total marks is also automatically will come here. Automatic means, of course, you know, Excel can use the formula to show the total marks. Student number 1, he got 31 marks out of 50, and similarly, serial number 4, we got 37 marks out of 50. This information we have to feed into the computational tool. It has to repeat in every sheet. Let us say sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Each sheet represents the one set of examinations. Let us say if we have the 5 set of examinations, we have to use the 5 sheets. every sheet, that means including internal evaluation as well as the semester end examination. All these sheets will consolidate that class performance, and it will evaluate in terms of the Bloom's taxonomy. That means starting from the remembering level to the creative level, how extent question paper is designed, and how extent the students are performed. Such type of results we can get through this computational tool. Okay, after getting this attainment, whether the attainment is up to the mark or not, how to check? We need some reference. We need some benchmark. So to decide that reference level, reference point, we have to calculate the target. This target for CO is different and target for PO is different. First, let me explain about this target for the CO, course outcome. See, target for the course outcome, the department has to decide, the first department has to decide the threshold score. TS I am saying here, the TS means here the threshold score. I am giving some number, that's 60, 55, 70, 65. That is decided by our department at the institute level, OBE policy. Institute to institute, it will change. And exam to exam also it will change, and nature of the, according to the nature of the course also. Nature of the course means it may be theory or it may be laboratory. According to that, this threshold student score will change. For example, threshold student score means it will decide at what level students are expected to perform in the examinations. Let us say for cumulative internal examinations, cumulative internal examination, that student score is threshold score is separate, and semester end examination threshold score is separate, because obviously the internal marks may be higher than the marks obtained in the semester end examination. That's why here the threshold score is 60% for the cumulative internal examinations, and semester examinations, end examination, it is a 55%. It is decided by the committee. 55% is allotted to the semester end examination, and whereas 60% for the internal examination. This is for the theory course. Whereas for the laboratory course, since laboratory also obviously students will get more marks compared to the theory course. That's why threshold score is higher in the laboratory compared to the theory course. For example, in this NIT Jalandhar, we decided 70% for the cumulative internal examination, maybe record work or regular continuous evaluation, and maybe viva voce during this experimentation, weekly experimentation, etc. Whereas this lab end examinations, it's threshold score is 65% is decided, because that's end examination. 65% is decided to check that to find that CO target. This range also we have flexibility to fix this range. Let us say 0 to 10% student score. Means that is mostly, it is a special case, I can say. 0 to 10% student score is really, that is a really redesign that course. Maybe some issues may be there. CO target, there is no CO target, that means it is a failed. 0 means it's failed. That is a very rare case. I hope that is very rare case. And 10 to 30% of the students scoring 60% CO target. Maybe course may be tough, or maybe some other reasons, I know. So it's a CO target is given 1, whereas the 30 to 60% of the students are scoring this threshold score, that's more than 60%. That is more than greater than or equal to threshold score. Then CO target is given 2. Whereas 60 to 100% students are scoring CO target is, that means maybe students who are good, or maybe course also maybe that means not that much tough. So there are many in teaching there are so many variables are there. To accommodate such variables here, this type of scoring range has been given. The range is same for internal evaluation, semester examinations, and also the same range is designed for the laboratory subjects. Only difference is the threshold score. That threshold score is different. There are different values we can see for the theory as well as the laboratory course. Now, how to calculate according to the classroom evaluation? Let us say you have 100 students, all 100 students class, that means answer sheets has been evaluated, and we are entering the marks of each and every students also. Then class average we have to calculate. Class average means that also no need to do maybe Excel or calculator without using any Excel or calculator. The computational tool will give the class outcome marks in terms of the marks. I'm saying in terms of the percentage. So if you see this example, to calculate the CO target, TS is a threshold score decided by the department with faculty coordinators from the results of the earlier semester. Mostly they will see that it is a trend like that. It's continuous improvement means every semester or every academic year, how the trend is going on, how the results are moving here. The TS for cumulative internal evaluation is 60%, and TS for semester end examination is decided for 55. This is as 55% for the theory course. From the results, if you see that, for example, for internal evaluation, 65.85% of the students, 65.85% of the students are scoring more than, greater than or equal to 60%. That means this value is displayed by the competition. We also can calculate to have that marks, but it will take some time to check with 60% of that threshold score. So automatically it will give what is the value of the students' outcomes, how many students are scoring threshold score. Here, according to the results given by the faculty, 65.85% of the students are scoring 60% threshold score. Therefore, CO target according to the earlier table, because that 60 to 100% I have in earlier, its CO target is 3. And coming to semester end examination, as obviously semester end examination, they are scoring less than the cumulative internal evaluation. Only 43.9% of the students only getting the threshold score. The threshold score is 55% for the semester end examination. So automatically, according to that, 43.9 means that is in the range of CO target 2. So CO target is 3 for internal examinations, and CO target is 2 for the semester end examinations. But once we are doing the CO target overall, it's not like a internal examination separately or semester end examination separately. So overall CO target we have to calculate. So overall CO target means according to the formula, if you see the weightage of cumulative internal evaluation, that includes the quiz or continuous evaluation or midterm examinations, that is 0.5. 0.5 means here we have 50 marks are continuous evaluation and 50 marks for semester end examination. Let us say, for example, in scheme of evaluation, 60 marks are internal marks and 40 marks are end semester, means that is 0.6 and 0.4 will come. For us, it is currently what we are doing as per the scheme of evaluation, the 50 marks plus 50 marks internal plus end semester examination. That's why it is 0.5 weightage is for the internal and 0.5 for the semester examinations. So according to the CO target decided by the threshold score, what is the overall CO target here? 0.5 into 3 plus 0.5 into 2. So 2.5 is the target for this course. So we are going to calculate the actual CO attainment for all COs, that means CO1, CO2, and till CO6. That actual attainment we are going to compare with the 2.5 value, whether it is reached to the 2.5 or very close to 2.5 or it is crossing the 2.5, that we can analyze. That means that gap we can analyze so that we can make some action taken to complete the that means quality loop, to complete the quality loop. This type of system we can do. Computer will give only that gap on whether it is positive, negative, or zero, but action taken, faculty has to prepare that action taken report, because it's that depends on how the faculty is interpreting, because computer won't develop the text of this action taken report, because that is subjective. Faculty only can decide what steps he can take to fill that gap between, that means actual attainment and the CO target. So it's that's why in the table, computer table, that's action taken report is empty, whereas you can get the numbers only. That means whether the gap is reached or not, it will tell. So according to the interpretation of the computer, we can add the text. So now next step is the CO. Yes, CO we got evaluated and the CO target is evaluated. And next is extension of the CO results to the PO results. Extension of CO results to the PO result. It is very simple. What are the CO result we are applying? That is, we have to multiply with the PO's values, because PO's already we gave the mapping strength. Mapping strength is 1, 2, 3. Let us say mapping strength is 3. Between CO and PO, mapping strength is 3. If you have the CO result is 60%, for example, I am saying 0.6 into 3, 0.6 into 3, that is equal to PO outcome, I can say. If you are giving, let us say, for example, CO3 is related to the PO5 with the mapping strength of 2, and in case if you are getting that CO outcome attainment is 50%, 0.5 into 2, that is value is equal to 1. That means mapping strength is 2, but actual outcome of PO is 1. How we got this one? Simply we are multiplying 0.5, that means 50% into mapping strength. What mapping strength is 1, 2, 3 already we assigned. So that has been multiplied. So you are extending the CO attainment into the PO attainment. But sometimes, this I am saying in terms of the percentage scale, but mostly we are using this 3 scale factor. The 3 scale factor means 1, 2, 3 scale factor. 1 means that's 1/3, 2 means 2/3, 66.67. 3 is equal to the 100%. That's why you can use this formula. The PO attainment is equal to CO attainment into assigned maximum mapping strength divided by 3. So that gives this value in terms of the 3 scale. As conversion is very simple. For example, if you want to convert the percentage into the 3 scale, simply multiply the percentage in terms of the 3. Let us say you have 66.67%. What is meant by 66.6? Fraction in terms of the fraction is 0.6667. 0.6667. 0.6667 into 3, that is equal to 2. That's equal to 2. That means 66.67 is equal to number 2. So this type of conversion, vice versa conversion, percentage to 3 scale or 3 scale to percentage, we can convert. So this is very simple. No need to bother about these formulations. I elaborated these definitions of this formulation, scale factor, etc. No need to use this terminology also, scale factor. Simply multiply that CO attainment into mapping strength. Actual CO attainment into the mapping strength. So we will get the values, mapping strength. And as we are assigning the marks in terms for the computational tool, question paper is giving that information about the maximum mass. From the question paper, let us say we have the continuous evaluation for 20 marks and midterm examination for 30 marks. Total internal marks means that's 20 plus 30, 50 marks. Semester end examination is for 50 marks. Grand total is 100. Okay. If you see these notations, MM is the maximum marks, AM is the actual marks, ATM is the attainment. Attainment may be in terms of the percentage or in terms of the 3 scale. We are using on scale of 3. We are showing the consolidated results on scale of 3. Actually, this is the overall result of this computational tools for the COs, not for the POs. I am saying this is for the COs. Coming to the interpretation of this table, for 20 marks, how the 20 marks has been shared between these COs 1 to 6. Out of 20 marks, the maximum marks from the question paper, 3.75 marks has been dedicated to CO1, and 5.42 marks is given allotted to CO2. 4.17 marks has been allotted to CO3. 1.25 marks is allotted to CO4. 4.17 is allotted to CO5. 1.25 marks is allotted to CO6. Okay, this is the marks allotted, maximum marks allotted. As per the question paper, it has been taken automatically because we are entering the maximum marks in the as per the question paper. Computational tool will calculate, it will distribute among the COs. At the same time, we are also feeding the actual marks, student-wise, we are also feeding the actual marks. So the class actual marks out of 3.75 for CO is 2.41. That means 2.41 by 3.75, that gives the attainment in terms of the percentage. Attainment in terms of the percentage. 2.41 divided by 3.75 is the attainment in terms of the percentage. But we are representing the attainment in terms, ATM is attainment here. Attainment in terms on the scale of 3, that's why that is equal to 1.93. That is equal to 1.93. So similarly, 1.85 is the attainment for the CO2, 1.69 is the attainment for CO3, 2.13 is attainment CO4, and finally 2.13 is attainment for the CO6. This is only for the continuous evaluation, internal evaluation. But we are focusing on the overall attainment, not for exam 1, exam 2, or exam 3. All exams together, we are doing this analysis. That means gap, that means CO gap we are doing for the overall results, not for individual results. Of course, individual results may be useful for the introspectum. That means what is going on for each and every component, we can cross-check to check that one. Coming to the second component of examination, that's a midterm examination. And the midterm is because which is midterm exam is not covering all the COs. If you see CO1, CO2 is only covered. Whatever the 3, 4, 5, 6 is not covered because it's not the end examination. End examination means you can ensure the completion of this entire content of the syllabus as per the curriculum. But in the midterm examination, as per the syllabus coverage, as per the CO coverage, CO1 and CO2 only addressed at the time of examinations. What about this continuous evaluation? This continuous evaluation is it's starting from beginning of the semester to the end of the semester. In between, there are many exams we are conducting, quiz exams or maybe assignments. That's why it has to cover almost all the COs. Finally, cumulative internal examination has to cover all the COs. It has to cover all the COs. And semester end examination also is covering all the COs. This 50 marks, if you see this 50 marks, how the 50 marks is distributed between COs 1 and CO2. It's CO1 is 10 marks and CO6 is 10 marks. It has been distributed according to the scheme of evaluation. The actual marks is given in the next column. Attainment is showing in the third column, 1.43 to 1.94. Of course, you can also see the average for end examination out of 50 marks, 26.32 marks is class marks, 1.58 is the attainment in the semester end examination. So it has been consolidated for the grand total 100 marks. Out of 100 marks, finally, out of 100 marks, 58.11. Out of 100 marks, 58.11 is the class outcome. In terms of the percentage, 58.11% will come because that's for 100 marks. In terms of the scale of 3, 1.74 is the outcome for overall class. I'm saying 1.74 is the result of the class. If you see that CO wise, each COs are seen. The difficulty level is different and the mapping strength is different. According to that, we can analyze to take the steps to analyze the gap analysis, which is coming later. So what this is giving the direct attainment only. Direct attainment we are taking only from the classroom performance in terms of the examinations, internal examinations, and also the semester end examinations. Whereas the indirect attainment, it's 10% or the 20% what we discussed in yesterday's session. So how to take this survey from the students once the semester is completed? At the end of the semester, we are taking this survey, the like feedback on the course. See the questions here. CO1 statement, solve the compare. These are the statements here. These statements are checking that the students how extent, what is your ability, how you are able to apply, how you are able to analyze the sounds of factor. He will give on the scale factor, maybe 10 scale factor or the 5 scale factor. We are giving that scale factor. There is no fixed rule. You may give any suitable scale here. Excellent is 5, good 4, fair 3 and 2. Or you may give excellent 5, very good 4, good good 3, fair 3, poor. So that means you can add one more also like good and very good, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you can add. Since this is a Google, either you can take this survey offline or online. We have that flexibility. Once the students are giving the feedback, this is the example for the elective course. Out of 34 students, 34 students is the class strength for this elective course. Out of 34 students, 24 students is giving this excellent grade, excellent rating, whereas 10 students are giving this good, and remaining there is no student is giving fair and poor. Similarly, for CO2 also, the number of students are slightly changing, 20 and 14, and CO3 18, 15. One student is giving fair, and CO4 is 19, 10, 4, 1. So these are the actual rating from the students. So to calculate this indirect attainment, how to calculate the indirect attainment? It is very simple. 24 into 5, because 5 is excellent, and 10 into 4, and 3 into 0, and divide by the total number of students, that's 34 into 5. What we will get? You will get in terms of the percentage, that's in terms of this number. Percentage means divided by 5 means you are getting 94.12 percentage. Marks obtained out of 5 means 4.7. That means CO1 result is 4.71 out of 5, and the CO6 is 4.44 out of 5. And that can be converted into the percentage. That means 4.71 divided by 5 is 94.12%, or 4.44 divided by 5 is 88.82%. So this is a result given in terms of the percentage that can be converted again into the 3 scale, automatically the computational tools, because we are entering according to the computational tool, we are entering the data in Excel, we are entering the data in percentage, that automatically converting that into the 3 scale. If you see the direct attainment has been taken 1.78, 1.76 and 1.92, they has been taken from the calculations 1.78 to 1.96. For 2.8 to 2.66, this is the indirect attainment. That means we are calculating 94.12 into 3, that means 0.94, 0.9412 into 3, that is equal to 2.82, whereas this 0.8882 into 3, that is equal to 2.66. So this is a indirect attainment, whereas the total attainment, total CO attainment has been calculated. Let us say it's a 90% is weightage is given. Therefore, 0.9 into 1.78 plus 0.1 into 2.82, that is equal to 1.89. That means CO1 attainment is 1.89 out of 3, and CO6 attainment is 2.03 out of 3 on the scale of 3, I am saying. So finally, if you see the last column is our result. All the attainments are not equal. Some attainments are higher attainments, some are lower that one. That we have to analyze during that while writing the summary of this course analysis and course file. That time faculty can make the action taken report as well as the summary of the CO analysis. If you see the CO analysis for exam, each and every exam wise, the first component exam, second component of exam. If you see the second component exam, only 2 COs are addressed as per the coverage of the syllabus, and semester end examination, the CO 1 to CO6, how it has been attained, and indirect attainment, direct attainment as well as indirect attainment has been. Indirect attainment generally it is as per the feedback. That's why its a weightage is given. If you see the indirect attainment is higher than the direct attainment. Direct attainment is actual attainment. That's to the actual marks. That's what I'm saying. Whereas the survey is that depends upon the student's understanding and his interpretation. So it's higher than the indirect attainment. That's why its weightage is limited. It's a 10% or 20% only. So overall attainment is a combination of this direct attainment and also the indirect attainment. As now coming to quality loop, what quality loop will decide? So quality loop will decide whether the attainment is reached the target or not. Because a target, CO target already we calculated. As per the threshold score, and the class outcome, whether that how many students are, how much percentage of the students reach that threshold score, we can decide the target, whether the target is 1, 2, or 3. Component wise, I'm saying cumulative. And overall CO target we calculated already by combining this internal evaluation as well as the semester and examinations. So that target has been compared with the CO attainment. We have to write the CO attainment, actual CO attainment, the gap, the difference between the target and the attainment. It may be positive or it may be negative, or it may be equal also. If the target and attainment both are equal, the gap is 0. Now, action proposed to bridge the gap in case the target is not reached. Why the target is not reached? What content we have to see? Let us say some numerical problems. Mostly the students are not gaining that much extent. Then we have to relook into that. Maybe more numerical exercises or etc. Or maybe in terms of the assignments. Some actions we have to decide. We have to write on the last column action proposed to bridge the gap. That means to bridge the gap between the target and the attack. This is the one of the more important step to develop the quality loop, because why we are doing all these outcome based education, and finally how we are evaluating this attainment. This attainment is whether it is reached or not, and why it is too low or why it is moderately it is attained. Those things we can analyze clearly by preparing the action taken. Next step is, as I mentioned, is a PO extension of these results to the PO. Extension of these CO results to the PO. We have 12 POs. If you see that PO1, knowledge, engineering knowledge, PO2 is a problem analysis, PO3 is a design, development of the solutions, PO4 is conduct investigations of complex problems. Let me share some of my experience earlier. NBA committee, they critically checking the question papers, whether that question paper are addressing this, because engineering means mostly higher engineering institutes, the design of the systems, the product development, and investigations of complex problems, whether questions are simple, very simple and basic level, or complex problems, are addressing higher order thinking, that they will cross check thoroughly. That's why the PO, of course, all POs are important, and PO3, PO4 are more important. Nowadays, digital era came. PO5 is also artificial intelligence, and many tools are coming here. So, use of modern tools, that modern tool usage, PO5 is also having significant role. PO6 is the engineers and the society, because the outcome-based education. Yes, what is the main outcome? That means, yes, of course, the placements is important. Industry, whether that student is suitable to industry or not, that outcome we are cross-checking. Industrial needs as well as engineering one means industrial needs. Of the societal needs also we have to cross. That what are the technology is useful to society or not. Because now startups, if you see, the most of the startups are focusing on the societal needs only. And next is environment and sustainability. As we know very well that the global warming, we have to address clearly what are the technology we are developing that should be environmental friendly, that sustainability have to maintain. So such type of things. And ethics is more important for, of course, for everyone. For engineers, especially for professional ethics, we have to deal. That is also one of the important factor we have to cross check according to the course to course. It will vary maybe, and individual and teamwork. Mostly the project works and team assignments or the case studies. It may address this individual and the team works. And communication, it's a presentation, oral presentation, maybe in terms of the projects or maybe course outcomes they present. Project management and the finance, this is also one of the important to leadership, to describe, to improve the teamwork and leadership. And lifelong learning, this is one of the most important according to outcome based education, because continuous improvement, I am saying this is continuous improvement, and learning also continuous learning. This continuous learning, that means it's a lifelong learning. Is we have to ensure most of the core courses are ensuring this lifelong learning. That means they, according to the suitability between the CO and PO, we can map these related POs. And after the POs, then is the PSOs. We designed the two PSOs. Let us say that one is develop and implement innovative ideas and product development using mechanical engineering knowledge, thermal design, manufacturing, and management of for the benefit of society and industry for better living standards. Whereas this PSO1 is more specific to mechanical engineering knowledge, whereas PSO2 is related to this different skill set, solving challenges and creating opportunities using hardware and software tools, and sustain passion for real world applications using optimal resources as an entrepreneur. So mostly it is solutions like startup ideas, entrepreneurship, and tools like apps, softwares, and the hardware means product development. This type of culture, this type of skill set is expecting from PS4 2. PS4 1 is morely knowledge related, whereas PS4 is at a higher level of this skills suitable to the society as well as the industry. So this is another example of this mapping strength. First, we have to declare the mapping strength. This mapping strength, we have to feed the software, that is a computer. Computer will give the result. This is the outcome. Whereas this is, I can say, this is the question. This table is the question. This table is the answer. What the difference between the question and answer? Question means simply we are deciding the strength. Strength means in terms of the 1, 2, 3. If you are assigning 0, for example, 0 means there is no relation. Actually, in the software, we have to fill all the cells. For example, one cell we are not filling, simply that is an empty cell. For example, in Excel, there is an empty cell. Then the software gives the error. It will result the error because empty it won't recognize. Empty means it won't recognize. So that's why instead of putting empty, we can assign 0. 0 means there is no relation between. Even marks also. By means there is no one student is not addressed, not answered one question. Instead of giving empty, just give the 0 marks. Then only we can get the result of this attempt. Otherwise, the software will give the result the error. This is one of the precaution while practicing the software. Ensure filling of all the cells. So these cells are resulted. That means out of let us say out of 1 PO1, 0.61 is outcome. Last row is the average. PO2 is a 2. Average is 2. Out of 2, 1.22 is the result. Similarly, if you see the PS4 1 is 2 and PS4 2 is 1, as according to the course, actual outcome is 1.22 out of 2 and 0.61 out of 1. Similarly, each and every CO, PO also, these outcomes also, actual outcomes also, we can cross check, we can analyze thoroughly to understand that what level POs are attained. Okay, now we have the PO attainment, which are resulted from the CO attainment. Now we have to compare how to compare the PO attainment. What the target? CO target already we decided from the threshold score. Is there any mechanism? There are different mechanisms we have. Some that institute to institute will change. Some institute may give 90%, or some institute may give 80%. But we are giving NIT Jalandhar as per the policy. We are giving mapping strength itself is the target. That means 100%. Directly I can say 100% is the target. 100% is the target means, let us say you are giving mapping strength is 2. Just we are comparing with the mapping strength 2 only. That is the what are the maximum relation we are giving. That relation only we are cross checking. So if you see the blue color for each and every POs and PSOs, the blue color will say that 1 is the mapping strength for PO1 and 2 is the mapping strength for the PO2. 2.5 is this is the average of all the COs. 2.5 is the mapping strength for the PO3. Similarly, other POs and PSOs also is defined. And this yellow color is showing that actual PO attainment. This actual PO attainment we can take from the earlier table. That's 0.61, 1.22, etc. 0.61. 0.61 yellow color I am saying 0.61, 1.2. These are the actual attainment, and the white color shows the gap, that is difference between the mapping strength and the attainment. Difference between the mapping strength and attainment is the PO gap. Later we can analyze PO gap is significant or it is very close to attainment is close to strength or it is away from the mapping strength. We can analyze later after making that PO analysis. So after completion of this attainment, both CO attainment as well as the PO attainment, we can write the summary at the end of the course file or at the end of this CO mapping results. Summary means like a conclusions, I can say. During these conclusions, we can address separately CO analysis and PO analysis. In terms of the CO analysis, analyze the CO attainment gap because we have different gaps, CO1, CO2, CO3 gap, and steps taken to improve that attainment. If the gap is considerable, amount, then we can write some action taken report because already it is given in the quality book. The same can be summarized, not to all the COs. Significant gap means we can address into this, summarize into this conclusion sections. And also overall observations of the CO attainment also we can write. Similarly, it can be repeated for the PO analysis. This is the overall conclusions of this POs as well as the COs. Final step is now faculty, we are not doing this step. The department will do, department may have the committee, internal IQAC, the institute level. Similarly, the department level also members will be there. The department level members, committee, IQAC committee members will consolidate all the courses. Let us say one course, as per NBA, it is from second year to final year, it is consolidated. Series, if you see that series 2 is the second year, series 3 is the third year, final year series 4 actually during that time it's a very old batch. 6 series also we used along with some of the other students. So here the different classes are being consolidated here. Actual PO attainment, if you see, this is the articulation matrix. Sorry, the articulation matrix. This is a from the mapping strength. This table is taken from the mapping strength. Average mapping strength for each and every course has been taken. So finally, the average will decides. PO1 target is 2.57 from the department. This I am saying from the department, not for the course. 2.57 is the mapping strength for the PO1 for the whole department, and 2.34 is the mapping strength for the PO2 for the whole department. Similarly, the PSOs also the mapping strength has been calculated, and from the actual marks, because each and every course is resulting the PO attainment. Those PO attainments are consolidated here. This is the attainment, direct attainment of these POs. Let us say 1.93 is the actual attainment of PO 1 out of 2.57. 2.57 is the mapping strength and 1.93 is the actual attainment. So it is consolidated here to address the gap between this mapping strength and the actual attainment. See that 2.57 is the mapping strength and 1.93 is the PO attainment. As per the policy, the mapping strength itself we have decided as a PO target. So 0.64 is the PO attainment gap for the PO1. Similarly, others also have been calculated for the POs as well as the PSOs. As for the NBA format, not only the direct attainment for the PO, similar to that PO also we have to calculate the indirect attainment. And CO, we are taking only one component of survey, that is student survey for the COs, whereas for the PO, at least three, as per the format I am saying, the 3 surveys we have to conduct. So these 3 surveys we can decide. So we decided the 3 surveys. One survey is a student exit survey, one is alumni survey, and next is employer survey, industry survey. So these 3 surveys also we considered to find this indirect attainment. So the first line shows is 1.93, 1.7, and this first row shows the direct attainment. Second, third, fourth, these are shows this indirect attainment. Overall, this if you see that average, the PO or PSO indirect attainment average is calculated here for 3. It is calculated. So now last, if you see the last row, it is calculating as per the policy 90% from the direct attainment and 10% is given to these 3 surveys, that means average of this indirect attainment. So overall 1.97 is the PO attainment, PO1 attainment, whereas PO2 attainment is 1.83. This in this computational tool, we are not doing this department level evaluation. Department level evaluation is a separate software tool, I am saying. Either they can use maybe using Excel, or we develop a separate tool for the department level. What I shared yesterday is a course level computational tool only. But this is not the course level computational tool. This is the department level. That's the consolidation of the all the courses. So first years, of course, first year separately, and other students are separate. Then second year to final year is separate. This is the overall consolidation of this all the courses for a department attainment. So they will ask this attainment batch wise. 3 batches we consolidated here. The 2015 batch, 2016 batch, and 2017 batch. In the last cycle, we presented these results, that's the PO analysis results. So that has been compared with the PO target, this PO target, and actual attainment. This actual attainment also we can see in the different colors like 15 batch, 16 batch, and 17 batch. 17 batch. So some interesting facts also we noticed while reading these results. On overall observations, one of the important things in this attainment calculations is question paper plays an important role. That means the standard of the question paper. The question paper is not up to the mark, up to the level, and what we are getting these results are CO results or the PO results. It may not give the useful outcome or useful. It may not be useful for the interpretation. It may not be useful for the improvement for the coming academic year. That's why we have to ensure the quality of the question paper, whether that is designed as per the OBE norms or as per the OBE policy or not. We have to cross check. That's why this is the moderation format. Moderation committee will cross check all these things, and they will approve that. They will approve the question paper whether that is up to the mark or not, and if there is any chance or corrections are there, they will recommend for the corrections. So let me read these questions, which is more important for every faculty. Or the subject code, course title, and other information is correct. Yes, that's checking of this. Sometimes, no, maybe some copy paste, sometimes mistakes may come. Or questions requiring higher order thinking addressed. Yes, HOD questions are addressed or not, that also we can cross check. Are the Bloom's taxonomy verbs are used in questions? Are sometimes, simply the questions may be written in terms of the regular words like why, how, uh, define, and those things, where those things we can cross check. You can cross check whether the Bloom's taxonomy verbs are used in questions or not. And also, are the Bloom's taxonomy learning levels, that means remembering to create to, has been assigned tagged to each and every question, maybe in front of the question or maybe separately, as I showed one table, that's maximum marks and Bloom's taxonomy levels. Earlier we used the Bloom's taxonomy level 1, 2, 3, and myself and committee, we revised into instead of 1, 2, 3 Bloom's taxonomy level, we added this 6 levels. The 6 levels means R to C. R is the remembering and C is the create. So this type of changes, revisions we do. This type of assignment of this Bloom's taxonomy level, it is easy to interpret at what level the question is defined, which is very specific also, of course. And next is, are the course outcomes tagged with each question? Yes, CO1, let us say question number 3, whether this is addressing the CO1 or CO6 or CO5, that also question paper has to mention. Are the maximum marks for each question is declared? Yes, this maximum, based on the maximum marks only, we are comparing what is the maximum mapping strength. That means CO mapping strength has been calculated from the maximum marks only. Is the entire syllabus is covered or not? Yes, all the chapters, all the COs, of course, all the COs has to be ensure coverage in the both the internal exam, complete cumulative internal evaluation, not individual components. I am saying cumulative internal examinations as well as the semester examinations. Are the questions are repeated, maybe content or overlap, that also we can cross check. Are the questions free from the spelling mistakes and other errors? Are clear and required instructions are given to students such as data book or etc. Is there any ambiguity in the question paper? Can the question be complete in the time allotted? Is there any data or information missing? In case of figures or the tables, are they clear, readable? Are the questions are addressing average, above average, intelligent and outstanding students? All these things we can cross check, and finally faculty will give the rating on the 5 scale or maybe 10 scale, and he will conclude is the question paper is accepted or not. And comments of the moderator or the faculty committee can give the comments, that means some corrections needed or revision needed, and signature of the moderator. So this type of checking to each and every course will ensure the standard and quality of the question. So finally, I'm reaching to end of this part, computational tool. And before going to this part, do you want some gap, 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Or maybe questions? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, madam. May I proceed or?
Sir, we will take 10 minutes break, sir. Then
Yes, ma'am, up to you.
yes, sir.
Okay, participants may be in login only. Maybe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They will be in login.
Okay, ma'am. I will be.
Just 10 minutes, sir. We will take.
Right.
So participants, please take 10 minutes break. Please assemble here by 11:20.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. May I start?
Yes, sir. So participants, please join back. We are starting the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I will take maybe 30 minutes to explain this competition tool, and later we can continue the hands-on experience by, because already you are with the sample course, and using your mass sample course, you can solve that problems. So this coming to this computational tool evaluation, the development and apply of this computational tool for this. I'm not going to explain the software development, but some of the methods, ideas to develop tools, the computational tools, I'm going to brief in this presentation. So finally, the outcome of this section for this computational tool is you can able to apply and operate the tool to with the CO attainment and also the PO attainments, and design the quality loop using this computational tool. Because the computational tool will result not only CO PO mapping, that means attainment results, it also gives some gap information. Using that gap information, we can analyze, we can prepare the action taken to already that templates has been discussed. So next we will get the question, what is the role of these computational tools? Because we may think about these Excel tools, and once you are adding these Excel tools may generate the attainment and other results. As Excel is simple to use, but only issue with the Excel is there is no flexibility in the Excel using tools evaluation, because we need the flexibility. Flexibility means flexibility in the number of examinations, flexibility in the number of questions, flexibility in the schema of evaluation. Institute also, of course, it may change. So this sort of flexibility that we can expect from computational tools only, because policy also sometimes we may revise the policy, change the policy, curriculum also sometimes revision may change. So to adapt all these changes and the policy and the flexibility, uh, computational tools is more suitable to evaluate in a fraction of time we can generate the results. So these examples you can see in this need of this computational tools for application. It is very simple and easy to use. And main highlight of this computational tools is it gives a greater flexibility in terms of the CO number. It may be multiple COs, it may be single CO, and PSOs also it has flexibility. A number of questions we have flexibility, and weightage factor is given in the marks. For example, the faculty can conduct the exam for 100 marks, and you can round that into 50 marks, or you may conduct the exam for 10 marks, maybe internal examination, I am saying, and you can round to the 5 marks. Such type of provision is given in this competition. If it is explain that highlights of this work. What input we have to do this tool is mainly problem definition, like COPO mapping strength we have to give. With all this data we are entering into the Excel file only. One is the COPO mapping strength, 1 to 3 mapping strength, and weightage factor means here it's if we are giving one, let us say the exam is conducted for 50 marks, and factor weightage is also for 50. That no need to give that number, simply you can give the one only. In case of doubling or marks are rounded, then only you can give that corresponding value 0.5 or 0.6 or something like this. And sharing of this indirect attainment as result of CO sharing, as well as these values of his indirect attainment in terms of the percentage for each and every CO. And next, information about the threshold student score, that means for cumulative internal examinations, semester examinations, and share of this direct and indirect attainment, 90%, 10%. Then declaration of this maximum marks and COs, what COs? It's the question from the question paper. The maximum marks and CO information we can take from the question paper. That information we can feed into the Excel sheet as per the given format. And the marks for each student, and that's question wise. That's the column. First column is serial number. Second column is the registration number. Next is the first question, second question, and etc. These marks. Last is the total marks. This information we can furnish on the sheet wise, because each sheet is separately. It is given for the exam. That is exam 1, exam 2. If the exams are 3 exams and 3 sheets, that means same sheet can be repeated. Of course, number of questions may change and maximum marks may change. The pattern is same. That's why that maximum, that's on step 5 and step 6 can be repeated for another subsequent exams. So this is the one software work. It's the software work is we have copyright, and I'm sharing the trial version of the software. So as per the title of this software work, if you see, this is a fast and generalized COPO mapping tool for the outcome-based education. Why I'm saying this fast means it won't take much time, same like artificial intelligence and these tools, computational tools. Within seconds, I can say, within seconds, we can generate these results using this computational tool. Manually means it will take more time. It may be days, in terms of the days, or in terms of more time we have to dedicate towards this calculations of this CO attainment, PV attainment, and also quality. We have the many flexibility. We have many options to use this computational tools. Some of the options I am showing here. I'm showing some of the options. What I shared the option to you is very simple, but before designing such tools, that is Python we used. Earlier we used so many routes like graphic user interface and app designer. This is the one of the app designer. This is also simple app designer also. Only one single step you can generate the results. That means the app is asking, just we have to select the evaluate. Once we are selecting this evaluate, it will show the results and show. These are the Excel sheet. This Excel sheet has been uploaded into this app. Once it is uploaded into the app, it generates the results. Yes, it has been uploaded. Once you are selecting evaluate, it will generate the results. As exam wise results, we can see the exam 1, that's a pattern outcome of the COs, and exam 2 and exam 3, of course, some of the skips here, and the CO attainment and the PO attainment. All these results we can summarize into the course file. We can document as per the templates given. Also, you can document these things. For this documentation, so we prepared some modalities here. If you see these modalities for this course evaluation, that means steps in the evaluation of the course outcomes and program outcomes based on this outcome-based education. In yesterday's class, I elaborated the step by step. That means step 1 is write the course outcome statements, arrange, etc. All these steps yesterday I explained. And the first, initially, we have to write the CO statement. It may be 5 statements, it may be 6 statements according to that number of credits, and statements of the POs and PSOs as per the syllabus. That means as per the department curriculum. Then write that 2-dimensional matrix, that's cognitive process and knowledge categories. Locate the CO to decide the mapping strength 1, 2, and 3 for each CO and PO, and then summarize the results. What we decided, these COs and PO results, and cognitive level, knowledge category, and then we can write this COPO mapping strength. That means this table is more important. This is like a, input that this table we are feeding to the computational tool. So after completion of this mapping strength, we can write this in course file. You can write the schema of evaluation. It is not for the computational tool. It's for the recording purpose. That means for understanding what type of schema of evaluation we are doing here, the continuous evaluation, how many components we have. If there is any flexibility, is there that flexibility, institute software will take care about this flexibility, best one, and internal evaluation components and semester examination. And next is a marks, continuous evaluation, and also each and every exam. Yes, it's if you see that serial number, roll number, and question wise, question one, question two, question three. It is like a template. I'm showing these templates only. And next is a threshold score, and based on the threshold score, calculate that CO target. Then software tool will give you the results. That means what is the maximum marks that is shared between the COs, actual marks, maximum marks, actual marks, and attainment for each and every exam. And finally, the grand total. This we can fill into that one. And subsequently, next is the quality loop, the generation of this quality loop. That's based on this direct attainment and indirect attainment analysis. This quality loop will summarize the difference between the CO target and CO attainment. So it permits to write the action proposed to bridge the gap. And the extension of this CO attainment into PO attainment is one table is give the maximum mapping strength, and second table will give the actual PO attainment. So that software also present the results not only in terms of the tables, it also gives some bar charts. These bar charts will helps to analyze that, consolidate or summarize the CO attainment as well as the PO attainment. So this is the approved policy. That means templates and modalities to present the outcome-based education for each and every the course, the program level. I want to add one point here right now. These software tools not only to evaluate the course outcomes, that means attainments or PO attainments, these also we can use in the regular teaching of the courses, like, because problem solving is one of the skill I can say for the students we can expect. And also we can train the students to make develop some tools like these software tools or maybe hardware tools, so that they can get the benefit in the industry, getting the placements, and also startup ideas. It may not be application. We as a teacher or the faculty, we can use these tools for the teaching purpose, or the student practice purpose. And whereas students can use the same skill for the business model, to develop the business models, I am saying. So such type of training, entrepreneurship training also we can give students by developing such type of skills here. One of such skill is we developed almost all the courses. What are the courses we are teaching, including labs, has been digitalized, and classroom numericals are digitalized, so that students can practice in a more effective way, in a more accurate way. One such example I am showing here. This is also one of the copyright course wise I am saying here. This is for the engineering graphics. Engineering graphics, generally we need to install software like CAD software or etc. But what we invented here is what we invented here is it is this is one problem solutions. This problem, not only problem solution, we can also do the analysis. Let us say once you are giving some range of the data, the engineer, the power plant user, power plant range of the temperature, range of the pressure, and it will simulate the problem, classroom problem, or maybe project problem, and it will analyze the as per the selection of the condition. There are different selections are there here. As per the selection, it will give the results, analytical results. I am saying it will give the analytical results, analysis, and also the model results. Model results are not presented here. As model results means like classroom and numerical problems. Student can solve the classroom numerical problems using such type of apps. And one more example, like engineering graphics, what I cited here, without installing any software, I'm saying. You also for COPO mapping, you're not installing any software, simply by URL link, just by browsing the link, it will display the graphic user interface like screen, the design screen. The design screen, we can enter the data, we can select the type of problem. For example, in graphics, you can select the prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone. Accordingly, you can generate the results. So, what are the, let us say in the engineering graphics last year, the drawing sheet has 10 exercises, 10 problems. All 10 problems, students can practice by entering the data, and so that without committing mistakes or without errors, we can generate and more accurately, you can present the results in more accurately. And also for the examination practice, what are the some exercise problems that also you can solve by entering the data, because these apps will give the more flexibility. I'm showing one chapter only. Projections of the solids is one chapter. Same like projections of the points, lines, planes, solids, sections, orthographic projections, or isometric projections. Entire course, we developed the entire course as a package so that the students can practice the complete course in terms of this type of skills based learning. Same like laboratory practice you can do. So similarly, other courses also like thermodynamics and fluid mechanics, heat transfer. Almost all the courses we 100% we converted in terms of this type of so that students and faculty also will get flexibility in preparing the question papers as well as the key. It's easy to generate the answers once we have such type of tools and unique questions and innovative, creative level questions generate by using such type of software tools. Another route, like same like earlier, graphic user interface or app designer, NIT Jalandhar, we are using this ERP system. The ERP system, if you see in the academic module, COPO mapping, once we are selecting the COPO mapping, it will open the link for the COPO mapping, course outcome, the feedback also we can check, because 10% weightage is given to the surveys, that's indirect attainment. So that indirect attainment results can be collected from the C course outcome feedback, that is surveys, so that we can feed the Excel file. What are the Excel file we have? Already I shared to you the sample Excel files and templates of these Excel files. Those Excel files, once we are browsing, drag and drop your Excel file here. Then we can upload this concerned Excel file here, and then we can enter the number of exams. For us here, for me, sample course, it is a 3 number of exam, 2 internal evaluation and 1 is the semester examinations. Then we have to select the process. After selection of this process, it will generate the results in terms of the bar chart. Already I presented this bar chart. You can also download the report. If you see the right side top corner, you can download the report and download the charts, that's bar charts, and sample input also. What are the input file? We have some maybe some sample charts. There is another option we have. Earlier we practiced this graphic user interface. And graphic user interface, without using any Excel sheet, what are the marks we have, what are the information we have, what are the matrix forms we have, that we have to copy and paste. So using this MATLAB interface, this graphic user interface, it will generate the results according to that. App designer is one of the options because this is one of the tool in app designer. But today what I am sharing is it is not linked to any MATLAB. No need to install any MATLAB. That is Python based tool I shared yesterday. So without installing any software like MATLAB, anything, simply you can solve that one. This is another model of this Python interface. So here also we drag and drop of and upload and select the exams and process and generate the results. Recently, we upgraded this Python interface and latest version only I shared here. And once the computational tool is giving the results, now the disconnect. Now link disconnect. Okay, okay, okay. Man, ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, wait just. Okay, 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 no issue. Nice man. May I proceed? Okay, welcome back. My disturbance, internet issues. Okay, these are the some sample results I'm presenting here. Already I explained earlier slides. Okay, finally, I thank my professors where I learned these concepts of this outcome-based educations from IIS Bangalore and another professor from MSRIT Bangalore. So this is one of the important course I can say to understand that concepts of this outcome-based education. Based on this 8 weeks course, I developed these tools. I can say this is one of the outcome. This is the what I did this NPTEL course. Express gratitude, knowledge for this development of this course as well as this tools. Thank you, one and all. And now let us start this practicing section. I'm opening these tools, and all of you please open your systems or maybe laptops, whatever you have. Let me open the tools here so that you can practice accordingly. URL I am copying and pasting online. And so all of you is able to see the screen, I hope. Now screen is open for COPO mapping. The screen is open for COPO mapping. In the COPO mapping, we have to select the Excel file. So the Excel, what type of Excel file we have to select? Please check yesterday. I shared some of the files. I'm opening some sample course. In this sample course, the first is empty. That's first sheet is won't execute. That's why I leave the first sheet. This is empty. Purposefully, it is maintained empty. So that what are the results you are getting, that optionally you can paste into this empty sheet. And the second sheet onwards, it will execute. The tool will execute on second sheet onwards. If you see the second sheet, in the second sheet, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tables. In second sheet, we have 4 tables. Are you able to see this Excel sheet? Please confirm, madam. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. See, this first table already I explained. That's why I'm not elaborating much about this first table. The first table is really giving the relation between the COs and POs. You have the flexibility to add the COs or to delete the COs, and to add the PS4s or to delete the PS4s according to your curriculum. And second table, number of exams. We have 3 number of exams: continuous evaluation, midterm examination, and semester examination. And factor is given 1. You also may give the factor 1. The meaning of factor 1 means what are the exams that maximum marks we are conducting, same marks we are assigning to the students. Let us say the end semester examination is 100 marks. Of course, that is also the weightage is given for 100 marks. And similarly, continuous evaluation, we are conducting exam for 20, and 20 only it is assigned. And midterm exam is conducted for 50, sorry, midterm exam is conducted for 30 marks, and same 30 marks is assigned to the, that's why the factor is 1 only. In case any course or any faculty are conducting, let us say exam is 30 and total maximum marks is given 60. Exam is conducted for 60 and weightage is given for 30 marks. Then instead of 1, we have to enter 0.5, so that you can enter the marks for 60 only. Such type of corrections are the flexibility is assigned here. But to avoid confusion, we are giving 1 only. Third table is a survey results. As I told, the survey students are giving the feedback on the CO statement, CO1 to CO6 here. So the same results in terms of the percentage as per the format, in terms of the percentage it is entered here. The software will convert on scale of 3. And fourth table, it is asking the information about the threshold score. The threshold score for the internal exam evaluation is 60, and threshold student score for the semester end examination is 55%. And third line asking the shape between that indirect and attainment. That means indirect attainment 10%. That's why it is given 1. In case your institute is giving 20% weightage to the indirect attainment, you can enter the 0.2. So such flexibility is also we can take see this exam. Next, subsequent sheets, if you sheet number 3, sheet number 4, sheet number 5, all are similar. That means it is repetitive. Repetitive means that's based on the number of questions, based on the number of the maximum marks. Slightly it may change, but total number of students and same students. The same students we can see from these templates. For example, Every sheet has two tables. Every sheet has two tables. The first table gives the information about the question paper. First table gives the information about the question paper. What information it is asking? One is the maximum marks of each and every question. Let us say there are 4 questions here. There are 4 questions here. Each question carries the 5 marks. And number of COs. Let us say question number 1 is addressing the 2 COs. Question number 2 is 2 COs. Question number 3 is 3 COs. Question number 4 is 4 COs it is addressing. Two COs means what the CO numbers, CO1, CO2. Similarly, CO3, CO5, CO2, CO3, and last question CO1, CO2, CO4, CO6. In case there is to complete this table, instead of empty cell, we have to give the zero cell. We have to give the zero cell. Again, I am repeating here. Here only 2 COs are there. 2 COs for the question. First question means 1 and 2 only. Whereas this third and fourth lines, we have to enter the 0 because it's not addressing the subsequent COs. And second table, it's very simple. That's serial number and roll number or the registration number. Actual marks of these questions, and last column shows the total marks. They are repeated for subsequent further exam. Exam 2, if you see the exam 2, midterm examinations, here 6 questions we have for 30 marks. Each question carries the 5 marks. Maximum marks is 5. Total marks is 30. And each question also tagged with only single CO. Number of COs is 1 only for all the questions. And the CO number, it is at the beginning of the mid means it's not completed the entire syllabus. CO1 is addressed for most of the questions, and CO2 is addressed by the last question. And the actual marks out of 5, what are the actual marks for each and every student question wise? And last one is the total marks of this midterm examination. Similarly, it is repeated for the semester end examination. And the semester end examination, there are questions like 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 3, 4A, 4B, 5A, 5B, and total 550 marks. And these are the actual marks. And then that's all. This is a input to this computational tool. What are the input we have that we can feed to this computational tool? Yesterday I extended some lines here. Let me delete this rows. Save. You have flexibility to change the number of questions and number of CMOs, etc. Okay, this tool, I am opening this tool. Select sample course. I am selecting here. Number of exams is 3. And select the process. Once you selected this process, the tool will generate that results. CO results separately and PO results separately. There are 2 figures you can see here. First bar chart is for the CO results, and second bar chart is for the PO results. As per the definition, we have that 3 exams: CIE 1, CIE 2, SEE, and direct consolidation of these 3 exams is showing as a direct attainment, and indirect attainment is from the surveys. And overall results is that total attainment is combined combination of this direct attainment and indirect attainment. The last bar shows the final results, CO wise. And there are 12 POs and 2 PSOs. If you have 3 PSO or 4 PSO, it will show according to the problem definition. And right side, if you see that right top, download the report. I'm selecting this download this report. You can get the results in the Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, first sheet is the overview of the results, what the screen is also showing these results, and exam wise also. But with exam wise, we are not presenting in the course file because the course file is mostly stressing on the overall results. But of course, sometimes if the faculty needs that check verification of this each and every exam, that also we can check this exam wise, exam 2 and exam 3. And next is the analysis. Analysis is a CO results. If you see the CO results, it's a student wise total marks for each exam. There are 3 exams you can see here, CIE 1, CIE 2 and SEE. For every student it has been displayed, and total marks also you can see here. It's like a consolidation of what we are feeding in the Excel file. And next is a maximum marks, actual marks, etc. And in addition to that, if you see that to calculate this CO target, how much percentage of the students reach the threshold score? If you see for internal examination, 65.85% of the students are crossed the threshold score. As threshold score for internal examinations, we declared 60%. That means 65.85% of the students are crossed more than 60% of the marks. And similarly for the semester end examinations, 43.9% of the students are cross more than the threshold score. That's 55% for the semester end examination. This result actually we need to calculation is tough, actually difficult. It will take time, but simply the tool is giving accurate and in a prompt in short time seconds it's generating these results. And the maximum marks, if you see this maximum marks, 20 is a maximum marks. 20 is the maximum marks for the continuous evaluation, and 30 is the maximum marks for the midterm examination. 50 is the 20 plus 30, 50 is the total marks for the internal evaluation. Semester end examination is 50, and overall is 100 marks. So CO wise also it is distributed, CO1, CO2, CO3, and till CO6. And next table is giving the actual marks. Out of 3.75, in CO1, 2.41 is the actual attainment, actual marks. So I can say 12.23 is the class outcome out of 20. Similarly, 19.56 is the max marks obtained by the class out of 30. And overall, if I'm saying is overall 58.11 is a class average percentage. That's for the 100 marks I am saying. So this is a result. Actual marks and maximum marks is a result. This we can convert into the percentage or maybe 3 scale. Now this tool is giving on 3 scale. So that first exam outcome is 1.83. So overall outcome I am saying here, not like CO wise. CO wise you can analyze later by the writing of the summary. And the second exam 1.96 out of 3, and 1.91 is the total internal marks, and semester end examination marks is 1.58, and overall is 1.74. 1.74 is a class outcome. 1.74 is a class outcome out of 3. So after combining this indirect attainment, because indirect attainment we entered into the in terms of the percentage, but computational tool is converted in the 3 scale. So the first column is the direct attainment obtained from the marks, same like 1.78, 1.76, the same is 1.78, 1.2, 1.74 is direct attainment. Last actually this is the average. This is the average 1.78 to 1.96 it is showing here. 1.78 to 1.96 is shown here, And similarly, the indirect attainment is a survey. The total, that means 0.9 into direct attainment and 0.1 into indirect attainment has been presented as the last column, that is the total. And then quality loop, if you see the quality loop, if you see the quality loop, that difference between the target, 2.5 is the target calculated as per the discussion, earlier discussion, and actual attainment is 1.89, 1.86, etc. So that gap shows that 0.61, 0.64. That gap shows that CO wise gap. Some CO's gaps are more, some CO's gaps are 0.47. So these CO to CO, the gaps are changing. For the course file, we can consolidate like what I showed the template. According to the templates, the same has been consolidated here. If you open another sheet, last sheet, I can say it shows the PO results. And the PO results, the first table of PO results is a mapping strength. It's a map 1, 2, 3 mapping strength. And second table is the PO attainment. Here, PO attainment is given both in percentage as well as the 3 scale, on 3 scale. So we are using on 3 scale the PO attainment. So these are the results. So we can expect from the computational tool. From the computational tool, we are resulting that CO attainment and also the PO attainment. Action taken report and summary of the results. The faculty has to interpret the results in terms of the action taken. So now you are clear about this. That means instructions to prepare this Excel file, to use this Excel file, because even in the software also, you can download the report, you can download the charts, JPG format, to paste into the Excel, to paste into the course file, JPG format figures also you can download, and especially you can download this sample file. Sample file means I am saying this is the input file. This is the input file also you can check from the tool itself. Yes. Okay, now if you have any questions, let me know before going to this demonstration. And you can solve your sample file. And participants, any participants can also share their demonstration. I'll stop my sharing. Madam, please ask the participants to share. Any one of the participants can share and do the demonstration of this use of this sample file. Because you already shared this link, I think so.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we shared the files, sir. But actually, anyone have some data?
Sorry, madam, you're not audible. Please.
Yes, sir, we have shared our file, sample files, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, because offline means it is easy. I can follow up and monitor each and every participants how they are selecting, developing that Excel file and how they are using. But in the online, please support, help me and ask the participants to share their screen, maybe any campus or maybe outside the campus. They can either a sample file or maybe their own file. They can check the results. In case of any error is coming, because definitely in the first use you will generate the error may come, why error is coming, and how to sort out the error. That's by the practice, of course, it will come here. IIT Jalandhar, we streamline initially. Our faculty also face some issues like errors, etc. Because a small mistake in the Excel file, like empty cell, it will generate the error. Even the mismatch of the question paper and mismatch of the number of students. These small mistakes also it will show as error. For me, since that Excel file is already it is verified and checked, that's why without displaying any error directly, it is generating the results, so both CO results as well as the PO. Now that's why you may expect the participants to open their system, laptop, or and share that their demonstration.
Sir, one submission, sir. Actually, we haven't done this CO-PO mapping because this is the first time we are starting this process. So we don't have that data of CO-PO mapping, sir.
Okay, no issue, madam. You may not have this CO mapping data because I shared some sample files. No, that's three
Yeah,
samples.
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Either they can use the dummy marks, even they can select 10 students, maybe not too many students, or they can use the same file. What I with the marks also I shared one Excel file.
Yes, sir.
Let
Sir,
them upload and generate the results.
sir, there is query from one person, PO7 and PO8.
Yeah, PO7 and PO8.
Mm.
Yeah, they can add so many COs.
Is not able to map, so how can we do that? So the question is PO7 and PO8 is not possible to map. So
Okay. That in case if it is not mapped with the CO and PO, that you can put the 0.
sir, anyone has data, dummy data?
1 minute, madam. I'll switch off my fan. There's some voice problem.
Yes. So other participants, any participants wants to share their data, you can share.
No.
And any doubts, you may raise your hand. Any participants having doubt, please raise your hand. We will unmute you. Sir, any doubts here, sir? Any queries? Sir, we have one query. We have midterm exams, 3 exams, and we will take best 2. So then, how should we modify the sheets, sir?
Sorry, madam. 3 exams.
We have 3 exams, sir. 3 midterms exams.
Okay.
And out of 3, we will take best 2.
Best 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
then
also
how
have
should
the same things here. Continuous evaluation we are conducting. Let us say 3 quiz we are conducting. Out of 3 quiz, best 2 quiz we are taking.
then how should we? Where should we modify the sheets, sir? In that case.
Yes. These best exams we have to select the automatically. What are the best marks? We have that one. Let us say for me, the NIT Jalandhar, 3 exams we are conducting. The tool will generate the best 2 automatically, because manually means we have to sort out which is the maximum marks we have to select. Out of 3, 2 maximum we have to select. The minimum we have to omit. This is manually, it is difficult, but the tools are there. That means ERP system, it will display only the best marks of. It will omit the lowest mark out of 3. I am saying lowest mark it will omit, and Best 2 only it will present. The same marks we are copying and pasting into the Excel file.
Okay, in Excel file, the best results, the final
Best
results
only
should
we,
be.
yes. We
Okay.
selected the best one only.
Okay. And another question is, if one mid is given some weight percentage and another mid is given some other weight percentage. So suppose 80% of best exam. Suppose if we have only 2 exams, sir, and one exam is given 80% weightage, which is best. Actually, the best is given 80% weightage, and the remaining is given 20% weightage. Then what should we do, sir?
Okay, then I mentioned here the weightage factor. That weightage factor meaning is different. The meaning means we can conduct the different total marks. Let us say 50 marks we are conducting the exam, but weightage is given to 25 only. That means rounded to 25. That flexibility it is given, but weightage on the overall exam, we have flexibility to modify the software according to the requirement of the institute. That is not the big issue, because in NIT Jalandhar we don't have such weightage, because whatever the weightage we are giving to the exam, that's 100% only. That's why we didn't incorporated such type of 80% or 40% weightage on the exam. But it is not the issue. We can incorporate into the computational tool.
Okay, sir.
I also noted this important point. This flexibility we can incorporate.
Okay. Okay.
Right now, I'm seeing one question, madam. That,
yes, sir.
PO7 and PO8 is not possible to map. How we can alternate it? That means PO7, PO8 is not possible. Why it is not possible? May I know? Because what is the PO7? Already you may be studied that PO7 and PO8. Because I listed here PO7 and PO8. Environmental sustainability and ethics. For example, your course is not addressing the environment and sustainability as well as this ethics. You can put the 0, because there is no relation between the course and the ethics. You may put that 0. Some other course may cover this. Ethics. They will check the overall department is covering this all the POs or not. The overall department means all the courses. If all the courses are not covering this ethics and environment, then that is a concern. Then they will raise the issue. If your course alone is not covering this ethics and environment, that is not the big issue. They won't mind, because some other course may cover this environment as well as the ethics. That's why we also added one course for the first year level itself. The ethics is one of the course every student has to study. One course can't address all 12 POs. Now I'm coming back. Yes. An overall attainment score will reduce. On overall attainment, actually, after adding this indirect attainment, the direct attainment is generally it's lower than the indirect attainment. The overall attainment is increasing. Overall attainment is increasing from direct attainment to the overall by adding this survey component. But this overall attainment is increased or decreased, that we can cross check with the target. CO target, if you see the CO target, but no need to hesitate if you are getting faculty or course is getting low, because this is one of the resistance I can say faculty wise. They may hesitate whether overall, they may assume overall attainment may decrease. But here overall attainment that increase or decrease, that depends upon the target only. How target we are fixing based on the student performance. Let us say the course is tough. Automatically student performance also may not be that much level. The CO target is decreasing. CO target is decreasing, maybe 1 or 1.25, the course is tough. The CO target is decreasing, then we are comparing the attainment with the calculated CO target only. So that may not be the issue, that the CO target is, if it is decreasing, it may not be the big issue according to me.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Myself Prashant Kumar, IQAC coordinator from Srikakulam.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I am very happy with your lecture, sir. And only the one thing is, sir, majorly in our university, major problem is question paper setting. So majorly people will going to most of the people don't have much idea about question paper and standards. So people will think that we can give high standard paper, but can you please tell me, as a as a student point of view, what kind of standards we should maintain for giving a good paper? So we should give a much scope for excellent people, or we can give much scope for lower people or middle people. Can you please explain that, sir? Because most of the faculty will be aware of that first, because you have given very good lecture, but finally people not able to set a good question paper means that is very difficult. So can you please give your words, sir, on this?
Yeah, thank you for asking this question. It's a very important question. Yesterday also I addressed this. We have to address all categories of the students, because in classroom we have different sets of the students. Some students are below average, some students are very good, excellent category of the students. So question paper has to address almost all categories of students. Let us say I'm saying higher order thinking. If you are giving 100% creativity level, we can't expect the pass percentage. Most of the students will fail. So that is a big issue to the faculty also, because we are the responsible to train the students and to educate the students. So while it is not saying 100% creativity level, we have to address almost all categories of the students. Yesterday, one of the slide I told, some minimum maybe 40% of the questions has to address the students, like average students or below average students, and some moderate questions like apply and evaluate, even analysis, that level few questions. And to separate the some students, or I can say 10% or 15%, I don't know exactly, to separate these extraordinary students, definitely we have to give some questions only that students only can answer that answers. No, not below average or average students can't answer that questions. So such questions, maybe 2 questions or 3 questions, that committee will decide, because these are some examples only I am showing here. Yesterday I gave some approximate figures like 40% and extraordinary 10% or 15%. Yeah, I got it. If you see, this is very important, because most of the departments I observed this difficulty. Some questions are too easy. I can say most of the questions are too easy. That is very difficult. That is wrong actually. All questions are tough. That I can't say, but according to that student mixture, we have to see this at least 40% all above average and good students, and 80% this we can mix that one. Up to 40%, if you see, that's at least some students average, and 80% is another category. 100% good student means very good student, able to address all 100% of the questions. Are you clear about my answer? It should be mixing. I'm saying it should be mixing. We are adapting. Moderate committee only can check these things, because only faculties preparing the question paper is conducting that exam without any cross check of this IQAC members of the moderation committee. Definitely issues will come. That means uneven issues will come, and finally students will get problem.
Yes, sir. And we request to from your side, sir. Can you give me one question paper? Have you said related to COPO mapping based? Because till now we have not done any kind of question paper related to even mid or end semester exam.
Okay.
And
Let
one
me
more
open
question also there, sir. That is
that.
indirect attainments is not possible for the university exam people. So how we can solve that? Because indirect attainment, it is purely related to the external exam point of view. So we don't know that how the student is able to attain that CBO or not. We don't know that, right? So because we in our university almost we have given that 60% is external and 40% is internal. So internal it is there in with our hand. So we can say we can divide that 30%, 30 marks for mid and 10 marks for assignment. So based on that COPO mapping is possible. But coming to the 60% of marks, we are unable to perfectly done indirect in it is comes with an indirect attainment. Can you give me the best method? Because most of the cases I'm getting the same question only, that indirect attainment problem only. Can you, in your words, please, that I need to solve?
Direct attainment, actually, it is not the feedback of the teaching. Some faculty are misunderstanding. It is like a feedback on the teaching. It is not the feedback on the teaching. That's why we recently we reframed that CO statement. Instead of copy pasting the CO statement, what we are asking, what is your ability to understand so and so? What is your ability to analyze so and so IC engine performance? Then you can understand, yes, they are asking question on me. It is not question for the faculty. It is question for me. What level I understood, what level I am able to apply the concepts, what is my confidence level. If his confidence level is good, if he's that means teaching learning is fine, then he will get the confidence. He understood clearly, he is able to answer the question, then he will give the good rating. If his confidence level is not good, he's assuming I didn't understood properly, I'm not able to apply the concepts properly, then he may not give the rating accordingly. That means we have to reframe the questions to the students so that we are checking his capability. Just like a accuracy we can't expect. As you mentioned, survey is survey only. Survey is like a talk. How we can expect the talk 100% accuracy? We can't expect the 100% accuracy. That's why weightage is given small weightage only. It's not because more randomness is some students may give excellent feedback. That's relations are good. If the faculty are tough, they may think like a negative feedback. They may give poor outcome. That's why to control these issues, extreme issues, I am saying extreme positive, extreme negative. So it's a weightage is moderate only. That means a small only, 10% or 20% only. The 10%, 20% is not my statement. The statement by the ministry, that means accreditation committee. And you asked one more question about the question paper. Let me open that 1 minute. I will show some sample course file. So many course files. Let me open teaching. Currently, I'm handling some. Let me open solar. Yeah, course file. Got it. This is sample only. So this is the course file. Out of course file means there are so many contents we have. Out of these contents, I elaborate yesterday and today. I elaborated only COPO mapping. Apart from this COPO mapping, we can also add that question papers and answer sheets, sample answer sheets I am saying, and the key also. You ask the question paper, that's why directly I am going to this question paper. There's COs and content. Yeah, this is the COPO map, that's relations. Lecture, this is lecture schedule. The lecture schedule, because we have the academic calendar. From the academic calendar, we can prepare this lecture schedule, because in the calendar also some holidays will come. Holidays I mentioned here.
Sir, one submission, sir. Your screen is not sharing, sir.
Acha, no, okay, madam. I will share the screen. Sorry. Came out. Now, is it okay, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Now,
thank you. This is the one course file, sample course file I am showing here. Already I showed the list, and this is the lecture plan, day-wise lecture plan, and schedule of continuous evaluation. This is planning only. The dates are given here. It's a planning only. It's timetable. Yeah, this is the academic calendar. In academic calendar, we have that holidays and instructional days, exam schedule, quiz, internal and mid exam, and end semester. So according to that, we can prepare the lecture schedule across that, because the planning is perfect. It's easy to cover the syllabus. Otherwise, ununiformity will come. Thus, to make this uniformity, the planning, we can stick with this planning. The students' attendance details. Yes, this is the assessment methodology, and as well as this rubrics. Weightage is given for the assignments, like weightage 75% in case of late submission, and course to course it will change, madam. I can't say it is fixed. In case of drawing, that's neatness and submission, dimensioning. That rubrics will change according to the nature of the course, maybe practical course or a theoretical course. Rubrics is also one of the important. This is the internal examinations. I will show assignments. Yeah, if you see this question paper, and question paper, rubrics, it means Bloom's taxonomy level, it's understanding, apply, that has been given, and also the CO number. CO number we can tag here itself along with the question itself, or maybe separately also, separate table also we can present. According to our format, we are doing separately, but some of the institutes I saw the question itself, along with the question itself, maximum marks and CO number or PO number. PO number we are doing separately, we are not mentioned, and Bloom's taxonomy level, everything we can put in according to the format, along with the question also we can do. But we are doing in the table itself. See the answers, key. Mostly we are using the tools, that's why that my questions and answers are related to the software tools, and these are the tools we prepared. These are some of the practical society related problems. And questions also, I told some higher order thinking questions. One sample is not available, I think. Let me check one question. Higher order. This is the survey. A survey either manually, that means offline means we are taking the printout of this sheet. This printout we are sharing to all the students. Online means we are sharing some Google link here. As per the Google link, we are collecting the feedback on the system. Let me take 1 minute this question paper. See question number 1, madam. Actually, this is a higher order thinking, I can say. We narrated one story for the questions. Not all the questions, madam. 1 or 2 questions only like that. See, the story, based on the story, student has to interpret the classroom understanding, and he has to solve the problem. It's like investigation, like a crime story, maybe kidnapping story, or maybe this is, I can say, maybe cyclone, I think so. And 2017 cyclone, which resulted the disappearance of these hundreds of fishers in a coastal of Tamil Nadu and Kerala, primarily due to the delay in warning signals and inaccurate communication. Mr. Varghese is missed at an unknown seashore. On December 11th, he noticed his minimum shadow length at 12:20 p.m. That's shadow length. He also observed 11.4 hours of the day length from sunrise to sunset to identify the location, conduct the investigation to discover the latitude and longitude using the solar geometry. And if the time, let us say location is given, the Jalandhar, I am saying Jalandhar, latitude and longitude is given, he can find all the solar geometry. It's very simple, maybe conventional, I can say. But if the same question, if it is asked in the reversed way, geometry details are given and asking find the location. The question is same, procedure also may be same, but student has to apply in a different way. He has to think in a different direction. Like we prepared some stories like kidnap stories, etc. So based on understanding of the story, he has to think in the examination only, because these questions now we didn't disclose in the classroom and didn't explain. So that's why I can say it's a higher order thinking. If I am giving all questions such stories, it's a very difficult to think the students in the examination itself, because one is the time constraint, second is the understanding level. Okay, now any further questions? Any else?
Participants, any more queries? No queries, sir. Thank you.
Some chat box I'm reading, which method is good for teaching, like chalk, cluster, PPT. Madam, there is one question, which method is good for teaching? Yes, of course, blackboard method, chalk method is can't replace with digital technologies. It's the best one according to me, and most of the faculty also will express. One of the course I explained with PPT. PPT we may be comfort, but thing is students may not enjoy the classroom. Of course, teacher also may not enjoy the PPT, but PPT may be useful some extent 5 to 10% only to play the videos and to show some internet information, to demonstrate the software like that, and app design and those things. Some extent it is fine. The 100% PPT it is not advisable. One student also suggested me, and then I one course I explained 95% I explained on the board, and 5% only I use these tools like smart board and PPT method. Uh, but really I enjoyed that board method, blackboard method, and students also give excellent feedback. That means board is best always. Writing on the board, using chalk, that is the best method of teaching. Of course, all faculty will agree with my opinion, I think so. Regarding the question paper shifting, almost Bloomstead. Oh, am I audible, madam? Some are saying this audio is not coming.
It's audible, sir. Audible.
Okay, fine. I strongly recommend all the participants to, of course, you may take time to implement this OBE, but since I shared this software link, every one of you please check and exercise at least sample file what I shared, some sample marks, so that you can get some idea how that tool is generating the results. And also, as you mentioned that 80% for one exam and 20% is another exam, I will try to incorporate these features. Really, it is also helps me to update and revise that such type of tools. After sharing that my works with all faculty only, I can get these valuable inputs. Really, it is great supports me to listen each one of you. That means participants and feedback, especially that what expectations needs you need from the software tool. Thank you, madam. And any else, if any else to participants wants to talk or.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, I request our director, Sir Gupta, sir, to share few marks.
మైక్ వర్కౌట్ అయిద్దా ఇక్కడేనా? వీడియో కూడా
Sir.
శ్రీనివాస్.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. Yeah. Good afternoon, one and all. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. T. Srinivas, who spent almost 2 days, 3 hours on each day to explain, starting from vision to complete calculations related to the program outcomes, PSOs, and also the final attainment. Has taken some case studies and has discussed elaboratively. I am also following this lecture in my room. As you are already aware, after listening this 2 days lecture, the outcome-based education is looking little complicated, but if you understand and if you go through and if you involve, definitely it will be very easy to formulate. Each and every faculty, this is the faculty responsibility to implement the outcome-based education in all the subjects. Whatever the subjects you are teaching, immediately you have to formulate your own COs. If university is given already the COs, you can simply follow it. Otherwise, you have to prepare your own COs by following the Bloom's taxonomy. You have to prepare your question paper. You have to evaluate that answer sheet based on this Bloom's taxonomy. According to the COs, you try to prepare the list of marks student-wise. Because while calculating the CO outcomes or course outcomes and its attainments, so all depends on the marks which has been obtained by the student, each student in that CO. So it is essential to make your marks as per CO, at least for the internals. When it is coming to the external, that information is not in your hand. We'll try to get the marks from the university for external marks CO wise. If not, we'll try to distribute the external marks equally to all COs for calculation. So each and every student, every faculty have to follow this outcome-based education this semester onwards. It has been implemented in RK Valley campus, and if it is implemented in other campus also, it is advisable. It is mandatory almost if you go anywhere and if you compete with the other colleges at outside and to rate ourselves, this is very much essential. So I request all the faculty members to strictly follow these instructions and try to see that it should be implemented from this semester onwards. Srinivas, you are providing the link for the tool, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We request if you have.
Sir, link is voice is not audible. Madam, voice is not audible. Now it's fine. Yes. Okay.
On this occasion, I take this opportunity to thank Dr. T. Srinivas for sparing his valuable time with us for almost 6 hours and explaining the COPO mapping and outcome-based education along with the practical example. My thanks on behalf of RGGate RK Valley. I thank him and also I thank him personally for his support. Thank you, one and all.
Sir, my special thanks to you, sir. You are my guru, supervisor, mentor, teacher. I learned all these teaching techniques from your side. Thank you once again, and thank you all the organizing committee.
Sir, now thank you so much, sir, for your informative session, sir. Really, it's a starting point for all of us. We are looking more forward for your support in the future also, sir. Now I would like to request Nagraj, sir, IQAC coordinator for RK Valley campus, to propose formal vote of thanks.
speaker, Dr. T. Srinivas sir. So your insights and expertise truly made this workshop valuable and easy to understand. We are all got some idea on OBE and also its implementation and calculations also. I hope this will very much helpful to all the departments and the faculty of our institute to effectively implement the OBE in all the courses and the programs. We are also incredibly grateful to our director, sir, Gupta, sir, for his encouragement, support, and vision in making this workshop possible. And also, I'm extending my thanks to all the associate coordinators, technicians, and also IKC staff, so who made this workshop successful and everything ran smoothly because of their efforts. So finally, I'm thanking to all the attendees. Thanks for your active participation and enthusiasm. Your presence made this workshop a success. So thanks to all. Sir.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you all the participants. And may I leave the meeting?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.